Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. Today, we're continuing our series in the Player's Handbook talking about the Paladin. Right now, we've moved on to the upper tiers of play, and we are talking about 4th level spells. As a half-caster, Paladins get their 4th level spells at character level 13, so it is pretty late in the game. The full casters got their 4th level spells way back at level 7, so you got some catching up to do. The Paladin doesn't have a lot of choices here. I make a top 5 list for my videos, 2 from the combat side, 2 from the utility side, and an honorable mention. And considering that I only have 6 spells to pick from, it's slim pickings out here, but I've still done my best and got some spells to talk about today. Before we get into the details, though, I'd like to let you know, Relaxed Fantasy Review has memberships. For just $1 a month, you can support me here on YouTube and get a couple benefits. You get a little badge next to your name in the comments, letting folks know you're a supporter. You get early access to my videos a day before everyone else, and you get VIP access in my community Discord, where I've been sharing some of my homebrew ideas recently. If any of that sounds interesting to you, you can click the join button just down there next to the subscribe button. And if it doesn't interest you, that's fine as well. Just being here, watching the videos, liking and subscribing to the channel, joining the Discord in the free section, and having a chat about D&D in the player's advice section. These are all wonderful ways to support me. So thank you for watching my content here on YouTube. Starting off with combat, as all paladins love their smites, let's talk about the 4th level smite. My number 2 selection for combat is Staggering Smite. As with all smites, you cast this as a bonus action when you hit with a weapon attack, and it is an instantaneous effect, no concentration needed. It does 4d6 psychic damage extra and forces a wisdom save on the target. If they fail, they are stunned until the end of your next turn. As monks will tell you, stun is one of the most debilitating conditions in the game, incapacitating you and making it so that your attacks have advantage against you. It's a really rough condition. It's pretty simple. That's about it. You know, it's a 1-round stun effect with some psychic damage. I'd say that that's okay. It's worth, your 4th level spell slot in a specific situation, as long as you know that the creature's likely to fail their wisdom save. So I'm going to give it the number 2 spot here for 4th level. Number 2 for utility, I give to the spell Locate Creature. The locate spells don't get enough love on this channel because genuinely they're very situational. Locate Creature does exactly what it says on the tin. You concentrate on it, and if a creature is within 1,000 feet of you, you know the direction to them. You also know if they're moving, what direction they're moving in. There's a little more, utility-based fundamentals with this one. It has to be a creature you're familiar with, but in a lot of situations, finding a missing person, knowing their last known location, or if you're looking for like the leader of a gang or a, trusted captain or something of a bandit organization, Locate Creature can certainly help you find your way to them. I mean, honestly, if I were DMing and a creature tried to use their 4th level spell slot on Locate Creature, I'd be giving them a straight up video game arrow. Like, that way. That way they don't have to worry too much. If they're willing to blow their 4th level spell slot on finding someone, then they get to go straight to them. Unless there's stuff in the way, of course. I think that it's a decent spell, and I'm going to give it number 2 on utility. There were only 2 utility spells on this list, so there you go. Before we get to the number 1s, I'll throw the honorable mention out here. It is Aura of Life. Aura of Life is a wonderful spell. Honestly, it's great when the clerics have it, but it works well with paladins too, because they usually like to be close to their allies anyway, because of their aura of protection. Aura of Life is a bigger aura than Aura of Protection, at least until level 18. And it's a 30-foot emanation, a massive space that covers most of the battlefield most of the time. Any creature that is within your aura that's a friendly one gets resistance to necrotic damage. Their hit point maximum cannot be reduced, and if they start their turn with 0 hit points, they gain a hit point at the beginning of their turn. So that means that basically, unless a creature starts hitting you while you're down, or something kills you instantaneously, the Aura of Life will stop you from dying. Now, intelligent monsters will very likely figure out what's going on after a round or two, but that's usually enough time for the party to recoup. As far as the Aura of Life is concerned, it's such a good buff, and obviously if the Cleric is casting it, then you don't have to worry about it as the Paladin, but for my honorable mention, I'm going to throw it out here, because it is genuinely that good. The number ones will go for utility first. Again, there were only 2 options, so I picked the better one for number 1, and that's Death Ward. Death Ward is one of those spells that a lot of people overlook because the effect may not come up. But when it comes up, my god. You cast it on a creature, it lasts for 8 hours, no concentration needed. If at any time during that duration the creature drops to 0 hit points, they instead drop to 1, and the spell ends. Obviously, Aura of Life would be better in a combat situation because it'll keep working. But in a situation where you don't expect to be dying a lot, Death Ward is nice insurance in case that untimely demise. Not to mention, if you're subjected to an effect like a Power Word Kill, which would kill you instantly, Death Ward stops that. So it's actually not bad to throw on someone who might be, having words with an Archmage who might want to kill them. A solid feature to be sure, and I think that it's worth having basically whenever you know you're facing instant death situations. Again, Power Word Kill comes to mind. So that's why I gave it number 1 for utility. It's not bad at all. But the number 1 for combat, and my number 1 recommendation overall, has to go to the spell Banishment. Oh my god, Banishment. Banishment is one of the 4th level favorites. You target a creature, they make a charisma save, which is awesome because charisma saves are very rarely succeeded. They're one of the lower stats in the game for monsters. And if they fail it, they just go bamf and teleport into a demi-plane. They get put in this timeout corner, effectively. As long as you keep concentrating on the spell, I think it lasts a minute, they are stuck there. They can't move, they can't do anything, they're just incapacitated while they're in this demi-plane, and they're off the battlefield. It's a great way, if you're fighting a couple big enemies, to get rid of one, and just get them out of the way so you can deal with their friends. There's also a secondary feature to Banishment, and that is that if the creature you're fighting isn't native to the plane that you're on, so if you're fighting in the material plane, and you're fighting Fae, Fiends, Elementals, that sort of thing, then Banishment actually sends them back to their home plane. Now, if you concentrate on it for the full minute normally, like if the creature is native to where you're fighting, then Banishment will just send them back to where they were. But if they are native to a different plane and they get banished to their plane of existence and you maintain concentration for the full minute, they stay there. They actually don't come back. So if you're fighting an extraplanar threat, Banishment is one of the greatest ways to send that threat back to where it came from without even having to kill it. A charisma save, like I said, is a great one to target. I remember once, a long time ago, a campaign I was leading, there was this open portal to the Nine Hells, which just was spilling demons and devils out. We were rolling, I think, a d6 to determine how many came out every turn. But while 2 of the characters were working on shutting the portal off, the other party members were just casting Banishment over and over again. Basically, as soon as the enemies would pop out, they would cast it and send them back below so that they couldn't get up past the portal. And it actually worked for like 3 or 4 rounds before they started running out of spell slots. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was a situation which was very, very engineered to work that way, so, But Banishment in general, whether you're fighting extraplanar beings or not, is a great spell, and my recommendation for the Paladin at this level. And yeah, that's it. If you're a 13th level Paladin and you're not sure what spells to take, Banishment is really a must-have in my opinion. Staggering Smite is pretty good. Death Ward's okay. Locate Creatures, very specific, if you want that one. And Aura of Life is great if you don't have another support character popping up people as they drop. So yeah, definitely some good spells for different situations, although Banishment's good pretty much all the time. And yeah, I hope that helps. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below. Have a look for the join button down there, and keep your eyes peeled for more spellcasting reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.